So today, folks, we're going to talk about the stress response. How does it work and how does it impact you on a daily basis? Well, the stress response, let's talk about it first. Back in the day, if you look back to the dawn of time where we can track back human beings or cavemen. So if a T-Rex was to turn up while you were just minding your own business, the stress response is a good thing. Because what it does, it triggers a fight or flight reaction. And you need to run for your life or you need to fight for your life. Now, it probably wasn't a great idea to be fighting a T-Rex on your own. So I'd say that flight was probably the indicator, and the stress response will help you to run faster. So that's what it's designed for. Now, fast forward a few million years, and what we have is the brain does not know the difference between a real life threat to our life and somebody pissing us off. So if somebody gives you that passive aggressive comment at work, you will have the same fight or flight response as the caveman did when the T-Rex turns up, or somebody you could have in a jungle if a lion was to turn up in front of you. You would want the stress response then. In that instance, stress is good, or the stress response is good because it could save your life. But the trouble is, if somebody's pissing you off every day, you're having a fight or flight response, which is a survival mechanism. And if you hate your relationship, you hate your job, for example, you hate your boss, every day you're thinking about it. Fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight. Now, the human body is not designed to deal with fight or flight several times a day. What it will manifest into, here are the symptoms: you won't sleep properly. Well, of course you won't, because it's designed to keep you alive. You can't sleep if there's a T-Rex in the neighborhood, but your brain doesn't know the difference. If you keep thinking about your boss, thinking about your spouse, you keep thinking about the person who's pissed you off. Fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight, can't sleep. Your appetite will go. So you'll go periods without eating anything, and then you'll binge eat. And your energy will do this, because you'll be peaked, ready to fight for your life or run for your life. And then you can only maintain that for so long, and then you'll just crash. Your energy will just crash and burn. So these are symptoms. These are warning signs that if you don't change your behavior, that something serious will come down the line. Now, the question that I always used to say to people that are newly diagnosed with a heart attack, stroke, cancer, when they used to ask me, what has caused this? And this was my slightly controversial response. I used to say, you have. And they're like, well, how is that possible? And I used to ask them, what has caused you elevated stress over the last 6 months to 1 year? And I can tell you for certain, and I've spoken to thousands of people that have had this, and I've yet to find anyone that couldn't answer that question straight away. They know what's causing them stress. Financial pressure, having to go to work a lot, not seeing their family, paying the bills, dealing with stressful bosses, passive aggressive behavior, not loving your spouse, feeling trapped or stuck. These are the symptoms which will eventually cause you to have a heart attack, a stroke, or cancer. So folks, controversial, yes. Necessary to know, yes. Are you going to leave a comment or a like? Well, hopefully the answer is yes. And if you've got any questions, I'll be happy to discuss them with you, because I know that this is a controversial topic, but I also know that this is the key to you either stopping the danger of that heart attack or stroke or cancer that's coming, or doing something about it. And I would rather to piss you off in order to get you the result. So there you go, folks. Key knowledge that you need to know that could save your life.